What's up, guys? Jake Brown will come back at you in another video. Today we're back with some more NFL draft content, telling every NFL team's best draft pick. This is going to be a tough video for some teams, like the Chiefs, who had every pick was a great draft pick, but we can only choose one pick. Let's hop into this. Starting off with the Browns. I personally thought their best pick was Perrion Winfrey. I think a lot of people would have to agree with me. It was a fantastic pick in the 4th round, Perrion Winfrey, as he was the guy who probably should have gotten the 2nd round. Lasted all the way to the 4th. Exceptional value for the Browns. Time for the Cardinals now. I haven't looked into many of these, but looking at this right off the bat, I think it's Cameron Thomas in the 3rd round. I used my edge rusher 6. Went later than definitely later than he should have. Went about pick 87 is what that looks like. Just doing mental math off the top of my head. And I don't think Cameron Thomas is worth that. I had him as a top 50 player on my big board, and he went 89. Exceptional value for the Cardinals. The Falcons. I might say Tyler Algier. I'm not sure. Desmond Ridder was a great pick, but I didn't love it just because, Mariota. I think that you should have waited another year, not just waste Desmond Ridder's career. Troy Anderson I liked, but that's probably about where he should have gone. Arnold Ebiketie, that's probably where he should have gone. I like Tyler Algier. I think that's a solid pick in the 5th. Just because you really need a running back, and he could potentially be your starting running back for the next probably 5 years or so. And you get him in the 5th. That's pretty good value. The Ravens now. The Ravens had an exceptional draft, but I'm probably going to say their best pick was Travis Jones in the 3rd. He had no business being around. He should have no business being there. Where he went pick 76, I think that's what it is. That's crazy value for another guy who's on my top 50 big board. I was a huge fan of Travis Jones. I wanted my Browns to take him. They unfortunately did not. The Ravens get an absolute steal on Travis Jones. The Bills now. A lot of people didn't like the Bills draft class. I think it was decent. I want to say that a punter was their steal of the draft. I'm not too familiar with these guys down here at the back end. I know Matt Reeves had a crazy punt. Maybe I say Khalil Shakir. So you could definitely start with the Bills letting go of Emmanuel Sanders and Cole Beasley. So that means you have Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, not much else. I really like the Khalil Shakir pick for the Bills. I think that's the best pick of their draft. The Panthers now. I think I'm going to say Corral. You traded up to get your potential franchise quarterback. He has the upside to do it. Crazy talented arm. Was in a heavy RPO system at Ole Miss where he wasn't forced to make reads. Plays with a bit of a reckless style. Again, I was not too high on Corral, but I definitely know a lot of guys were high on Corral. So I think that's the right pick for the Panthers. The Bears now. I didn't love the Bears draft just because you didn't protect your quarterback all that well. But they definitely had some pretty good picks. And I'm going to say their best pick was Dominique Robinson at the back end of the 5th round. Again, this guy could be very, very good for you. And to take him at the back end of the 5th round, he has the upside to be very, very good. Just needs proper coaching to do so. Now time for the Bengals now. The Bengals had an interesting draft. I'm not sure what their best pick was. Probably Dax Hill at the back end of the 1st round. I know it's a first round pick, but I still think it was their best pick of the draft, honestly. Because this is a guy who is a top 20 player in the draft. You get him at a top 30 player in the draft, which is very good for the Bengals. I think Dax Hill was their best pick. Cowboys now. I'm not really sure what their best pick was. I'm probably gonna say Devon Clark in the back end of the 5th round. This is a guy who probably is one of the top linebackers taken in this draft if it were not for injury stuff. Had like some spinal cord injury or something. I thought I need to look into this guy because I think he had like some spinal cord injury or something, but he participated in the combine. I don't know what happened there. I thought he'd been like injured for like a while and is still recovering, but like no, he just like had the surgery or something. I don't know, but he's a guy who could definitely be really, really talented if he recovers, which I honestly hope he does because he's a pretty good player. The Broncos now. I didn't love the Broncos draft. Dean was still on the board when they took Bonito and Dulcich. And you needed an inside linebacker. Didn't take one at all. Which I would be quite frustrated if I were a Broncos fan. But I'm not really sure what I think their best pick was. I'll probably say Dulcich. I like Albert Ogbonnibanam. I think he's probably their starting tight end. But Dulcich, I guess, is going to be that for the Broncos. So, I guess Dulcich. I didn't love the Broncos draft. The Lions now. Which pick do I think was best? I'm probably going to say Hutchinson. This may come as a surprise, but I do think it's their best pick. He will sell jerseys to the team, and he will be the best player on the team right out the gate. I feel like they absolutely scammed the Vikings for Jameson Williams, but I really didn't feel like you had to move up in that spot. Josh Paschal out of Kentucky. I like that pick as well. I like the Kirby Joseph pick. I loved the Malcolm Rodriguez pick, but I'm going to say that they actually had a lot of good picks. If it weren't for Aiden Hutchinson to be on the thumbnail of this video, I think I would probably say Malcolm Rodriguez. Probably should have looked into that a little bit more before putting Aiden Hutchinson on the thumbnail. The Packers. They definitely, in my opinion, I think they honestly kind of killed the draft. I think the steal for that, they had so many steals. Devontae Wyatt was a steal. Christian Watson was pretty good for them. Sean Ryan was a steal. Dubs, in some cases, was a steal. Zach Tom was a steal. Kingsley Anabare was a steal. Rasheed Walker was a steal. The Packers crushed the draft. I'm going to say that their best pick was Kingsley J.J. Anabare out of South Carolina. This was a guy who was dominant at the Senior Bowl. You get him at the back end of the 5th round. Exceptional value for the Packers. Now we're moving on to the next row of teams. We got the Texans. And where do I'm probably going to say that Jalen Petrie was... no. Petrie or Michi? Oh, that's going to be fun. Damian Pierce, Thomas Booker's pretty good. I'm going to say Petrie was their best pick. I love Jalen Petrie. I think he's so versatile. Can hit, play anywhere you want him to, and will be an immediate impact starter for the Texans. The Colts. What do I think the Colts' best pick was? Bernhard Raimann, probably. This is a guy who's an athletic freak that could potentially be very good. The only issue with him is that he's old and raw, which is not two things that you want to go together. Normally, if you're raw, you should be younger to get better. But he's a tackle, so I don't care about him being old. He'll be like 25 in his rookie year. That's not good. But I don't really like Bernhard Raimann. I think he was the best pick of the draft for the Colts. The Jags. I know that taking all these linebackers was probably not the best idea, but I'm going to say Chad Muma in the 3rd round was the Jags' best pick. That's exceptional value for Chad Muma, who I thought was top 50 player in the draft. And then you get him at 70. That's exceptional value for the Jags. Although he may not have been the biggest team need, I didn't hate it. The Chiefs. Oh my, this is going to be so tough, bro. I love the McDuffie pick. I know a lot of guys love the Karlaftis pick. Love the Sky Moore pick. Love the Chanel pick. Love the Kennard pick. Love the Pacheco pick. So I think I'm going to rule off Pacheco right away. I'm going to rule off Karlaftis. So it's between McDuffie, Sky Moore, and I'm going to rule off the Kennard as well, and Leo Chanel. This is so tough, man. And they address all their needs according to ESPN. I think I'm going to say McDuffie, though. Just because I had him as a top 15 player in the draft. You get him all the way at 21. Could have potentially go early as number, like, he could have gone top 10 for sure. He's just that talented. And the Chiefs get him at 21. I had to move up to get him. Oh, I didn't like the... I mean... Yeah, I think Duffy's best pick of the draft. The Chargers. Do I say Spiller? I don't think I do. I don't want to say Zion Johnson either. I didn't love... I like the Chargers draft overall. I think they did decent, but I didn't, like, love it and, like... Yeah, not flashy. I like that. I don't know. Maybe I say Isaiah Spiller. He's my, like, third running back, but, like, honestly kind of regret it because I didn't see anything good about him. He's not a good athlete, like, at all. I think... I need to look in... I think this guy was probably the best pick of the draft. I know a lot of guys are high on him. So, Jamari Sailor is the best pick. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but... Man, I did not know much about the Chargers draft. Now time for the Rams. The best pick is Kyren Williams, in my opinion. I think Kyren Williams is a phenomenal player. Just maybe he's not the athlete that you would like to see. But I personally really like Kyren Williams. You watch him on tape, breaks a ton of tackles, and is the best pass blocking running back in the draft. I think he can potentially be the starting running back for the Rams next season. The Raiders. Who do I think is the best pick? They like... I really like Zamir White. And you decline Josh Jacobs with your option. Which means that you could potentially be moving away from Josh Jacobs in the very near future. Dylan Parham is probably their like best offensive lineman like right away. They're all on so bad. Their Munford in 7th I think was pretty good. But I think I am going to say Zamir White. You decline Josh Jacobs with your option. And I think Zamir White is a phenomenal player. You look at him, I'm not sure what his size is, but he breaks a ton of tackles. He should have definitely started over James Cook. He's not like that small of a guy. I'm in love with Zamir White. I think my Max Borgi went undrafted. It's so sad. The Dolphins. I liked the Skylar Thompson pick at the back end of the 7th. You lost Jacoby Brissett, right? This probably could be your backup quarterback. And if it weren't for injury, this guy, like he's not bad, but he's dealt with a lot of injuries. The Eric, I'm not even gonna say his name, was a pretty good pick. I like the Channing Tindall pick. His best days are ahead of him, so I think I'm going to say Channing Tindall. The Vikings. I did not love the Vikings draft just because of the trade they made with the Lions. But I'm going to say their best pick was definitely Andrew Booth Jr. He's a first-round player. I don't know how you can't take him in the first round. I love Andrew Booth Jr. He's very good in man coverage and very good in zone coverage. Has great ball skills. Love Andrew Booth. No, Patriots draft. This is going to be a hard one. Because, no, it's actually not. I'm going to say Marcus Jones. He's very undersized. 5'8". He's a nickel corner, but his tape is very good and is dangerous in the return game. I think Marcus Jones is the best pick for the Patriots. Didn't love any other picks, though, for the Patriots. Thought they were all waste of space. New Orleans. Who do I think their best pick was? Probably Penning. The upside with Penning is so high. You just stayed put to get him, though, which was definitely decent, but you did have to give up a first next year for him. I didn't really love the Saints draft, honestly. They did have to trade up to get Olave. Not really loving the Saints draft right now. I'm probably going to say the best pick was Penning. Last row of teams, Giants, I think their best pick was Evan Neal. I feel like you should take in the tackle first to have your top need of one, because the Panthers weren't going to take an edge rusher, but I think Evan Neal was the best pick for that. I think Kayvon Thibodeaux was a very close second, though. The rest, in my opinion, were horrible except for Darian Beavers. Probably the best pick out of day 2 or 3. I did not like the Wan'Dale Robinson pick. The Cordell Flott pick was interesting. They took 2 UNC guards, and UNC's O-line was awful last season. So, can't say I love the top 2 picks, but the rest were a bit rough. Time for the Jets now. Who do I think their best pick? It has to be Jermaine Johnson at 26. Was like 8 on their draft boards. They got him at 26. The Jets absolutely crushed the draft, and I think they're really happy coming out of this draft. The Eagles. Do I say A.J. Brown's their best draft? No, it's Nakobe Dean. There's no chance it's not Nakobe Dean. The best linebacker in this draft lasted all the way till about, I think it was pick 83. That's exceptional value. Dropped due to injury and lack of size, but this guy's going to be fantastic for the Eagles. The Steelers. Pickett in round 1 was pretty good. I think the Calvin Austin pick. I liked Leal as well. But who was their best pick? I think it's going to be Calvin Austin. I understand that he took George Pickens earlier and Calvin Austin's undersized. We're listing him as 5'8" here. He's like 5'6", bro. He's a small guy. But he's a great route runner, has great hands, and can fly. Probably the fastest guy, one of the fastest guys in this draft. And he's a walk-on as well. Absolutely crazy. Can get yards after the catch. Just the physicality is not there. I love Calvin Austin. I think Steelers get a great player. The Seahawks. I think the Bo Melton pick in the 7th round was the Seahawks' best pick. Bo Melton's a guy who I think could have definitely gone like round 4. Steelers get him in round 7. He's slightly undersized. He's very, very fast. I think he's got pretty good hands and pretty good route runner. And you can find ways to see this guy with football. Maybe he's the most physical due to his size, but I think Bo Melton in the 7th was an absolute steal. The 49ers. Who do I think their best pick is? Probably Danny Gray. I know a ton of guys are high on Danny Gray. I was watching, I don't remember who I was watching on. Oh yeah, I think I was watching like Logan Hall or something against SMU, and he was tearing up Houston's defense. I was like, what in the world? Danny Gray is a phenomenal player. That the 49ers get in round 3 could definitely have used a wide receiver to help build around Trey Lance. The Bucs. This is easily Zion McCollum. You saw the thumbnail. Zion McCollum is a top 50 player in the draft. People are saying he's raw. I disagree. This is a guy who's big, fast, and is fundamentally sound as well. The only issue with him is they went to Sam Houston State, and people are saying they just raw because he went there. I don't think there's anything raw to his game. He's sticky in man coverage. You're not getting past him. Zion McCollum's a steal of the draft. I don't even care. The Titans, their best pick, I'm probably going to say, oh no, it was Malik Willis for sure. To get your potential franchise quarterback in the 3rd round, you'll love it. He can wait behind Ryan Tannehill for a year. It's an exceptional pick for the Titans in the 3rd round. And finally, The Washington Commanders' best pick was Sam Howell. 5th round, guy was a ton of upside due to his massive arm, can launch a thing deep with accuracy. Just will need some protection and some talent around him for sure, and he will be great. That is my every team's best pick. Probably gonna come out with a worst pick video tomorrow. I wanted to play some Madden because I think I'm getting better because I started running bunch tight end again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys hopefully tomorrow with another video.